Hey everyone, welcome back
Hello.
to the All of That to Say podcast. This is Taylor.
This is Sam. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sundate. We have got a Sundate filled, packed episode for you guys because we are talking about our top list of Sundate activities and just like fun things to do on your Sundate, some of the favorite things Sam and I have done on our Sundates, and a reminder of what a Sundate is just a
Yes.
one day out of the week where you have got your time with your friend to nurture your friendships. We know there's so many tips and tricks out there for how to make new friends, how to meet new people, but we want to talk more about like how to foster the relationships you have. And so Sundate is just, it can be on a Sunday, it can be on a Monday, it can be on whatever day of the week you want. But Sam and I specifically, we have our Sundates, and it's our Sunday time to be with each other and just nurture our friendship. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's really great because it really deepened our friendship and it deepened it fast.
Yes.
We both weren't feeling really fulfilled in our friendships. And so it was really great to get super connected. Well, not in all of our friendships of life, but like to feel really
Right.
connected to someone and to really show them that you love them. I think it really is hard nowadays to communicate that with social media, different ways of communication. And so it was really nice to be able to connect over something like Sunday and to prioritize once a week. Just like we do for dating, we need to do that for our
Yes.
female friendships or whatever kind of friendship that you have.
100%. I love it. Couldn't have said it any better. So I think like really agenda today, we just want to like come in with some of our favorite ideas of things to do with friends. This obviously can be, yeah, like what Sam said, whatever friendship capacity this looks like. This could be even with a significant other. This could be with like, family. This could be with a new friend, but we love to prioritize and deepen and foster like the relationships we already have and go like really deep with them because we have seen just like obviously so much success and like payoff with like our friendship. How quickly we were able to just become like such past the surface, such past just like a friend you hang out with on the weekends, like someone who is like really deeply connected to you in your life and knowing just like the depths of you and like very much like a value based like friendship, like what so many of us do when it comes to dating. So,
Yes.
yeah, I have. When Sam and I were thinking about like this topic, it was very topical because a podcast I was listening to talked about just like the loneliness epidemic, and I found a couple of really interesting stats. I learned that 12% of people report that they don't have a single close friend. That is like, that was a shocking number to me. 12%, depending on like the sample size, right? Like 12% could either, I don't know, it depends, seems high or low to me. But like 12% of people report they don't have a single close friend. Like, that's like, that's a loneliness epidemic if I ever heard one, you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, I have seen on TikTok on my For You page a lot of people saying like they have groups of friends and they just don't feel connected to them. So I wonder if that's like the specific of like they don't have close friends. It means
Yeah.
like they don't have someone they can trust with everything, right?
I think that's what it is. They don't have
Oh,
like a one person that they can trust, that they can go to, like that go to sounding board. Like the difference between having just acquaintances and having a like literally like a soulmate deep connection friendship. Um Gen Z spends 40% of their time on their phones, and I thought that
that's
was a really
literally me.
another interesting stat. It's it's crazy. Tinks in one of her podcast episodes this last week was had a guest on for one of her office hours and was talking about this one like agency company that had like a job posting, and a prerequisite, like a requirement to be qualified for the job is you had to prove your screen time was over 8 hours. Was over eight
What?
hours. And it was so interesting because I mean, I get it. Agencies, it's like you got to be chronically online. And to be chronically online, to be able to be topical, know the quick things,
Wow.
be able to get views, be online for at least 8 hours. And so
That's
I think,
really interesting.
isn't that very interesting?
Wow.
I think of what I think I chalk it up to is like if we're spending 40% of our time on our phones, we probably equate something along the lines of like, and I know I'm taking a lot of this from Tinks, like credit is due for her. I get so much of this content from her because she's like very deeply passionate about it. Is like, I think this new generation equates the same dopamine hit of like spending quality time with someone as like getting a comment, getting a DM.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
that is not nurturing a friendship or a relationship.
I mean, I think we saw that transition honestly with Tumblr. I know that you weren't into Tumblr, but like
I wasn't really on Tumblr.
I
Yeah.
know that like when social media first started coming out, I mean, honestly, Instagram too. I don't know if you would do this, but like if you had a group of friends, you'd be like, let's go take pictures for our Instagram. Let's go take pictures for
Yeah.
Tumblr, right? And so I think it started our friendships around that time of like, you know, the Tumblr girls that you would see, the Brandy Melville girls, and then you and your friends want to emulate that and show that, right? And now with TikTok, I mean, let's be honest. I love TikTok. You love TikTok.
Love.
We love filming. We love making like videos. I love when Taylor's the type of person to be like, this moment is so beautiful. I'm going to put my phone down really quick. Let's continue. And I love that. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I think it's so nice because I look back and I'm like, it's so organic. She took 5 seconds. Let's continue, right? But I feel like a lot of this generation, I mean, you think of the houses, the Hype House and all of these things, they're filming just to film. And they're getting together. Who's to say they're friends, right? Sorry to go on a little tangent.
Not.
You know what I mean? But like,
They're not.
that's a lot of these kids, their role models is these people that get a house together. They don't really care about each other. They're making content. So how are you as a kid when these are your role models? And these people are way more accessible than the celebrities we had. Sorry, Mom. I had to sneak your People magazines to see what was happening in the world, right? Like, I don't know. That just makes me wonder if like that is an impact of what's going on right now.
It has to be. That is such a genius point you raise. Like, absolutely. I don't find myself thinking a lot about like the new generation or just like actually putting myself in their shoes and like what they're seeing on their feed and how that would impact and influence a new generation. And it's so real. That was seriously the nicest compliment you just like gave me, because this weekend I was at a music festival and I remember, you know, yes, we love posting on social media. We love getting little clips and doing, you know, kind of like just being like lifestyle type of content. Like a day in my life, a vlog in my life. But to be a lifestyle content creator, you have to have your phone out and you have to show, you know, like at least your morning, middle of your day, and evening. Like that means you're going to be on your phone and you're going to be getting clips at every single point of what you're doing. I am extremely conscious of, I get somewhere, I know I have a video in mind. I know I want to post this on my story. I'm going to get it and I'm going to put my phone away.
Yes.
Like that is it.
You are.
And
you are very conscious. But you're good about like if there's a special moment, like I really do mean that. Like I'm trying to think, of us in New York, like it was like raining and you were like, we have to get us doing our Carrie Bradshaw, like umbrellas out and walking. And it was like I look at these clips and I'm like, I wouldn't have captured it, and it feels so much better than just a picture because it's like our families used to have video cameras, like it's like that, right? And so we actually get to look back and be like, I'm thinking of our New York trip. I remember the exact moment we went to the fake Rockefeller tree because we have videos of us like filming the wrong tree. Like, I don't know. It's so special to me. So like, I think there is a balance that people need to learn. I still need to be conscious of like, when do we film? When do we not? Is this for content and creation and making money and ads? Or is this for memories for my kids later on, right?
Yeah, such a solid point. Our family, like, we used to video record. Like, we had the big old video cameras back in the day. That was a part of our childhood.
Yeah.
That is some major Sam and Taylor lore, though. The fact that we went to New York, and I seriously, like, I will never forget. How does one mistake the Fox News tree for the Rockefeller tree? Like, I seriously, like, y'all, that is crazy. That is such, like, a Hannah Montana, small town Nebraska girl going to the big city.
It was
going to New
so
York.
funny. We made it across the street. You had cried already. We made it across the street. We turn around to look back, like straight out of a rom-com movie, and we're like, Oh my God. That is
I
the
was like,
wrong treat.
that's literally not the famous New York treat. Iconic of us. Yeah. I just, it's interesting. I think I would challenge everyone to try to be super mindful of that. Because it is really fun to like look. If you're gonna take a video, like think of being at a concert, like when people are filming like an entire song, an entire set list, like
Yeah.
will you ever look back on that?
Yep.
Versus sitting there, soaking it in with your own eyeballs, not being through a screen. I just know you people are not looking back on those photos ever. I know you're not. So yeah, I think to segue into some of our ideas, I think all in all, why we're so passionate about the concept of Sundate is because it is a commitment to someone. And I think this new generation, they are extremely flaky. It's like about investing in yourself and putting yourself on the line to say, I'm going to commit to someone and I'm going to ask someone on a Sundate. And maybe that's a brave move for you. Maybe it's a brave for you to make the first move. And I just want to like encourage everyone to do that because it is so rewarding to put yourself like on the line and commit to someone and like, maybe getting a no, maybe trying to make a new friend or go deeper with a friend. And like, maybe it doesn't go the same direction it has for Sam and I, but it is like, it's so worth it to like commit to like someone else. And I just like really encourage everybody to try to like foster that. So
Yeah.
with that, I think we first start off with my number one Sunday
Yes.
idea, which is where it all started, is literally just a hot girl walk. Like there is something about, I think of our moms. My mom, like my mom and my aunts and my mom's friends growing up invented walking. I swear to God. Like
I love
they
that.
invented they did going on a walk. I remember growing up over every single holiday. It was like the men are downstairs watching football and the women, after we get done eating, we're going on a walk through the neighborhood and we are gossiping and we
No
are
notes.
chit-chatting.
No notes.
And that is what Sam and I do. And that was where Sunday invented. We were on a hot girl walk and we were like, we're doing this every single Sunday. We're committing to see each other every single Sunday. But a way to spice it up is if you have a go-to neighborhood, if you have a go-to walking trail, go do that. But if you're not familiar with All Trails is an excellent app. It can be used to find new trails, new hikes, and it's a wonderful thing in your city. I guarantee your city has it. And that's a perfect way, like this week, to go on All Trails. If you are a little intimidated to go walking in a new area, if you're anything like me, I'm incredibly directionally challenged. Perfect way to tee up an invite to a new friend or someone to say, hey, I found this new trail. I really want to go. I'm a little directionally challenged. I think it'd be a lot easier if I went with someone like, do you want to go on this trail with me? So
Yeah.
that's idea number one.
I think adding on to that, something that we started doing is finding coffee shops that we wanted to go to from our For You page. And we have our little coffee and we go on our walks with that. That makes it really fun too. And it's really fun to work with you, Taylor, of like, again, our For You pages are insanely different, but you find some really cool ones. I find some really cool ones. And we kind of come to a middle ground of like, this is kind of what we want. Go grab our coffee and then go for a walk. And I mean, sometimes we go to like a basic one, like, your typical ones, but I think that's also really fun to switch it up as well.
It's so fun to switch it up. Like that's a perfect, way to tee up to like a new friend. Maybe you just moved to a new city. Everybody has that side of their TikTok feed or even Reels feed of like
God.
new coffee shop in Austin that like the little micro influencers are going to and it's all over your feed. There's so many of those in Austin.
Yep.
A perfect way to DM it to someone who you're like, I want to like hang out with them and say, has this, coffee shop been on your feed? Like, would you want to go with me? Go get your coffee and then go on a little walk in that neighborhood of the coffee shop. Yeah, totally agree. It's a perfect, easy peasy recipe. It may be obvious to someone, but it's like those are two fabulous ideas that you can rinse and repeat with any of your friends.
Absolutely.
So,
And it never gets boring.
Fun.
Ever.
It never gets boring. No, like it never gets boring to try new coffee shops. It's either in a new neighborhood, cute new aesthetics. You genuinely get to try the coffee. If you're an actual coffee lover and connoisseur like I am, like I actually appreciate espresso and like trying new espressos. So yeah, it's a
Be
fabulous
careful with
formula.
that because it ruined me and Taylor's Sunday one time when we went to the one coffee shop that was trending, Taylor.
And it
Remember
was
we got
trash.
it and it was trash and you were like, yeah, I have to go. And I was like, all right, bye. Have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good
yeah,
day.
yeah. It was trash. It was like a coffee holiday flight. That's the thing for me
You
though, is
remembered? I didn't know if you were
oh, of
picking up what
course.
I was putting down. I remember I looked at my phone, Taylor, and we had waited for 15 minutes for our drinks. You left
Yeah.
15 minutes later.
Oops. Oopsies. So you can do that. You can't do that on like a first couple Sundays when you're trying to make
Yes.
friends. You
Yes.
can do that with a lifer like Sam. I was like, girl, this is shit. Like I got stuff to do. Good to see ya. But I think that's because like I can't go to a new coffee shop and try new. Like I
Yeah.
know I smell oat milk latte. I smell oat
Well,
milk
and
latte.
it
I'm
was
not changing
so
it.
overhyped too, so that just like
It
made us
was
so mad. We're little snobs sometimes. Anyways,
for coffee snobs.
that
Yeah,
does
that's a good
cover our
one.
next one, the number 2 coffee shop. Do you want to talk about the next one or do you want me to say one of mine?
I'll do mine about the Heige game.
Oh,
So
yes.
Heige.
Okay.
People pronounce it either Huga or Heige. If you don't know what it is, it's a Scandinavian term, and it basically is what they do in Scandinavia in like the wintertime to be really cultivate a cozy, warm, feel good vibe in the winter months to like combat seasonal depression. Look it up. Hygge. Again, like the pronunciation, your girl does not know. But anyways, I brought this Heige game to one of me and Sam's Sundates. We went to a coffee shop and I brought this little game, and it's basically just a card game to cultivate like cozy conversations. So it's like you pull a card and it has a question and you each answer it. So think of things like, what is like the number one thing on your bucket list? Like, what is one of your favorite childhood memories of your mom? Like, that's another question. Like, they just have the most cozy, intimate questions, and it is a wonderful way to get to know someone. And it's like to help, even like either you are maybe a little bit more introverted, antisocial, or the new generation where it's like a little bit challenging to like maybe seriously maintain a conversation. Like I think we have to like seriously keep that in mind. Like social media has ruined the art of like keeping conversations going. Bringing a card game, you can Google, you could ask ChatGPT, but like BuzzFeed, even like the New York Times has that article that's so famous of like the top like I don't know 30 questions to ask someone to fall in
Yeah.
love with them. Like you could ask those questions to like a friend. It's just so fun. There's so many get to know you card games, but like
Yeah.
I think bringing those to a friend get together. I have brought that game to so many friend get togethers, to Friendsgivings, to Galentine's. I have brought them on dates. It's so fun. And so highly recommend that as a Sundate idea.
Love. Okay.
Yeah. What's yours?
I am going to kind of combine a few. I
Okay.
think when you feel like a child again, that really gets more intimate and more fun with friends. And so, Taylor, we have to do an arcade date or like a mini golf kind of thing. I
Yep.
think that kind of like we're very lucky in Austin. It has so much history and so much behind it. But I feel like in any town, if you look up like local things to do that are popular time and time again, like
Yep.
Peter Pan mini golf, you live
So fun.
right near there. Like it is the perfect thing. It's a great conversation starter. It's been around forever. It's super old,
Yep.
but it's old for a reason. People love
Yes.
it and it's fun to go. It's like BYOB. We are very lucky this one is, but
We love.
it keeps like you were saying, if you don't even want to talk, it's doing something. It's
Yes.
fun. There's something happening that you can always comment on. And it shouldn't get like too awkward because you're doing stuff physically. Absolutely. If you're seeing the friendship, it probably isn't gonna go too far. Totally get that. But it's fun. Arcades are fun. Like I went to Revel one time. Hannah came up, we went to the batting cages. It's
Fun.
fun to get outside your comfort zone with someone and it creates conversation. So I would say anything that makes you a child. An arcade, mini golf, go-kart. I know that K1 here does
Fun.
one as well. I think have you been to that K1
Wait,
golf cart thing or not golf cart?
K1. Wait,
It
are you talking about F1?
F1, is it F1? I thought it was called K1 though. Coda?
Mm,
Coda.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The F1 track.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know if it's called K1. Yes, I've done that. Oh my God, it's so fun. If anybody is in Austin going to the F1 like racetrack, you can go and do like I don't know, bougie go-karting there.
Yes, yeah.
It's such a riot. Absolutely.
It's
What
so
a fun
fun.
Sunday idea. Yeah, going
Yes.
into having an activity and having something to comment on. Yes, I also want to throw in laser tag. I did that
Yes.
for a fun get together with me and some girlfriends. Seriously, playing laser tag, like it was a hoot because we went and we were like some of the only adults in the room. And so you're commenting on that. You're like, you have an activity, you have something to do, whether you're competitive or not, it doesn't like matter. It's like, it's so fun. I think that's a fabulous Sunday idea. That's a good one. Okay, I was researching this beforehand. I wish I remembered the creator's name. I have tried to find them on TikTok. They must call it something else. Basically, it's on my For You page. They're based in New York City. You never see their faces on their videos. It's like a fun little concept that they do. Okay, so I'm going to absolutely butcher this, but they have it some term that they coin it, but I'm calling it talk and touch.
Okay.
They do these talk and touch dates where they film themselves going out and about and shopping, not buying anything, but talking and touching things. Basically, it's the concept of like window shopping. I
Okay.
wish I could shout them out. I have searched high and low. If you know who I am talking about, please leave it in the comments. It is killing me. It's so fun. It's two girlfriends. They go out. They just like film themselves like finding, shouting out some like local stores in New York. And basically, it's just the concept. They get together once a week. They go out. They talk. They touch. They shop without buying anything. That is some of seriously like that. That is my love language, to go window shopping with friends.
I love it.
It's my favorite. You don't have to buy anything, but you can go out. You can shop something new. Go see some stuff. Go to high end, low end thrift shops. Literally anything, and just go touch things, try things on, and talk. It's such a fun concept, and I think it's a fabulous Sunday idea.
I
So
think
yeah.
it helps with comfortable silences too. I remember we went to a record shop one time, Waterloo, and we were just walking around and like I don't think we talked for like the entire 30 minutes, but we were like looking through records, kind of like thumbs up, like this is great.
Yes.
And it's so comfortable and it's nice because I think you really nurture a friendship when you learn how to have comfortable silence. You and I
know.
have our moments where we are parallel playing on our phones, not talking, just in
Yep.
comfortable silence, enjoying our time together. So,
Seriously, it is truly my love language, silence with friends, whether we're out and about doing something, laying down TikTok routing together. I don't know what it is. It is absolutely getting comfortable with silence is like something even in my career in sales that I've had to learn. Like silence sometimes can be super powerful. So yeah.
yeah.
Love it. Okay, what's your next one?
All right. I guess I can just combine some of ours: happy hour, mimosas, getting a little drunk, getting a little tipsy. Yes, and I think I'm gonna combine the last one that I put, TikTok places. I think it's such a good conversation starter to be like, this was on my For You page. Comments are going crazy. I've seen this multiple times. Let's go check it out. And it just makes you feel like a little micro influencer too. Like if you like making little TikToks and having fun, me and Taylor love doing that. It's so fun to play pretend as a micro influencer with your friends to go try a new restaurant, try a new mimosa place. I think too, like, I think you posted about like a nightcap like one time. I think that's such a good idea of like, you don't necessarily even have to get drunk with the person. I love a good spicy marg. I know that I can reach out to Taylor to find a dirty martini in town somewhere. Doesn't mean we have to go get drunk. We can go get truffle fries and a dirty martini, and that is our night. I think that's pristine, good conversation starters. You talk about the food, you talk about the drinks, and it segues into other things. And obviously, if you want to keep the good vibes going, great. But sometimes me and Taylor literally just go and get like one drink and call it a day. So
the art of a cocktail and an appetizer, and that's like it, is so miraculous, truly. Like I
truly.
love, we love to go, and it's a conversation starter for sure, because it's like, I saw this place on TikTok, I follow this girl, let's go, let's see it from their point of view, see it from our point of view. Like it's fun, it's enjoyable, you feel like you're a part of the conversation. And I think like in the era of health and wellness. Also, this new generation is drinking like significantly less.
Yes.
It's not that I'm like promoting go out and get like drunk with your girly friends, but like I kind of am. Like I think there truly is, there's no greater bond I think than you can have with like one of those friends that are a little bit of a new relationship, a little bit of a new friendship.
Mm-hmm.
You've gone and maybe you've done the coffee dates. I challenge you now. Go and say, let's go get a drink together and see how the conversation freaking flows. Like
I think that's a good
any,
segue. Like how to know
yeah.
if you really want to be their friend.
Ooh, okay, that's a good one. A little
You
bit of
know?
a litmus
Of
test.
course, if they don't drink, go get mocktails. But I
Yeah, yeah,
think
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
great test of like you're doing coffee dates a lot. Let's elevate it a little bit.
Let's elevate it. Let's get into a little bit of like, yeah, get the alcohol flowing and see where the conversation goes. I totally agree. I think it's a fun test because if I can drink with someone, chances are I'm gonna let my hair down a little bit. I'm gonna, you know how they love on that Real Housewives to say like she really opened up to me and she shared that deep dark secret. Like now I feel so much more connected. Or like how Real Housewives get into fights with each other because it's like I just don't feel like you're connecting with me. I don't feel like you're opening up to me, Bethany. Open up to me. And it's true. Get a cocktail in me.
Yeah.
Seriously, a single sip of wine, and I'm going 3, 4, 5 layers deep with you. And it's a good
Absolutely.
test. I think if you can be, like actually do the concept that we have of Sundate, like go deeper, nurture your friendships, nurture your existing relationships. So, yeah, I think those are all my tips and tricks
I
for the
think that's
girls.
good. I mean, Sunday, just to reiterate, it's a really great thing to nurture your friendships, your relationships, anything going on. It's to show that you prioritize and you care. And it doesn't even have to be like a verbal thing. I know Taylor is always there for me because of the way that she shows up. These Sundays, I know that this is a priority for her and it's priority for me. And like we did a Sunday virtually yesterday. We did the voice memos,
Yep.
phone calls, text messages, anything to really show that you're thinking of them is so special. So
Yep.
love a good
Absolutely. Oh,
Sunday. Happy
I
Sunday,
love
Taylor.
it. Happy Sunday, Sam. If you're listening to this, just know this is like if you are in a point in your life where it's like maybe difficult for you to nurture friendships, you're busy, you have, a job, maybe you just haven't found that one person that you are able to do Sundate with, know that you have us and we will post a podcast, every week, and that can be your version of Sundate, until maybe you find your dynamic duo like Sam and I have found for each other. So yeah, okay. Love
Perfect.
you. Love everyone. Make sure to follow us at all of the or on all the socials at all of that to say podcast. Listen to us on Spotify. Listen and watch on YouTube. But yeah, okay, happy Sunday. Love
Happy
you.
Sunday.
Bye.